Kristen here. I am on my camera, which is why the quality is just superb. And the reason I don't use my camera when I film my plan with me is because I don't have a tripod. My tripod broke. So the second I get a tripod, which I'm going to try to get soon, I shouldn't say soon, probably within the next month or two, I'm trying to get a new tripod because I have other things that are priority first. I will start filming on my camera and my videos will be a lot more clear. Not that they're just bad now, but they'll be a lot more clear. But yes, this is a Q&A video. I like Q&A videos, especially like for my favorite YouTubers. I like to know a little bit more about them. I don't need to know everything about them. I like to know a little bit more. So I posed this question on Instagram and Twitter, and I got some questions. I didn't get a ton, but I got enough to do a video. So I wanted to answer, because some of these there were some good questions, but I am going to start. I have two questions from Twitter, and they are from Darian. And hello, Darian. We follow each other on Twitter, and she tweets me all the time, so she's really sweet. Her @name is princessd_08_. And the first question she asked was, do you give yourself a budget when buying planner stuff? No. My thing is try not to go overboard, which I guess everyone's definition of overboard could be different. I try not to spend more than maybe $60 in one trip. I really try not to, except when I bought the washi. That was, but yeah, I try not to go overboard because, in the end it is stationery. Even though it's stationery, I know I'm going to use them, because I think that no matter how much something costs, if you buy it and you use it, then it doesn't matter the price. But yeah, I try, as long as it's not a whole lot of money, I'm good. But I don't really have a budget. I guess I'm lucky that I don't really have a budget when it comes to buying planner stuff. I guess because I don't really do big hauls a lot. I do small hauls, like a little bit of stationery or a little bit of stickers or something, but I don't do really, really large hauls that often. So if I know I'm going to go buy a bunch of stuff, I'm like, okay, Kristen, let's try to keep it at least under 100. She asked another question. Will you try out other types of planners? I have a variety of planners actually in my collection. You guys know I have the Happy Planner and I have the Recollections. I actually have two of those. And I have two of the Day Designers and I have three of the Sugar Papers. But as far as other planners than that, I am not against any other planners at all. There are some other planners that I see out from time to time, and I like them, but my question is, will I use them? But I do kind of would like to get some more of the more popular ones, not Erin Condren, just to try them out and do like a plan with me and see how that goes, because as much as I love the Happy Planner, and I think I'm always going to use the Happy Planner to the day I die, no matter if I were to get rid of all my planners, the Happy Planner would be the one that I would keep. I think it's always great to try out another planner to see how it works for you, because I was dead set against that horizontal planner when I first heard of it. I was like, I am not going to get it, and I got it, and I'm really liking it. So even though it's a Happy Planner, it's a different type of planner. So, I'm not against trying. I do want to try out something like, I'm trying to think if there's a planner out there that I really want to try that I haven't tried. I would love to try a Filofax, but they're so expensive, and I'm just not down with that. I would love to try like a Kiki K. Those are kind of expensive though, so maybe like a Christmas present to myself. My birthday's coming up, so maybe not that soon, but maybe if I can get someone to give it to me as a gift. Maybe. I don't know. So another question I have on Instagram, and it's from Angel Can't Even. It's ANGELE Can't Even. She says, how and when did you get into planning, and what sparked your love for it? I got into planning, like really into planning in July of last year. No, I wouldn't even say really. I got into planning July of last year. I bought a planner. It was like one of those really large ones from Walmart, which are not bad planners. I got it because at the time I thought I was going to be going back to school. I didn't go back to school because I figured they thought I made too much money to get financial aid, and I'm glad they thought so. But no, I got the planner. I was like, I'll just use it for my daughters for, their school schedules and everything. And that's what I planned on using it for. And I was doing to track my meal trackings. And then I saw the Day Designer with Target. I saw the smaller gold stripe one, and I got that one. And that's when I really started liking planning. That's when I started watching a lot of these Plan With Me videos. And I really liked how they decorated. I really liked it. I was like, oh. But I kept seeing the Erin Condrens and the Happy Planners, and I was like, these the it planners. And I liked the Erin Condren. I didn't like the price. I still don't. And I saw the Happy Planner, I think it was on Charmaine's channel, and I loved it. I love the hearts on the disc. I love the system of the Happy Planner, and I had to have it. And I thought it was something that was only sold online. And I'm like, I don't like ordering, if you know anything about me, ordering things online is my biggest headache. I don't like it. I'm an instant gratifier. I need to have, as soon as I purchase something, I need to have it in my hand. And a friend of mine said they have it at Hobby Lobby. And at the time, I lived directly across. When I tell you I live directly across from Hobby Lobby, I can walk out and walk across the street to Hobby Lobby. And so I went there and I saw it and I loved it and I bought it. And that's what really got me into planning. And that was right at the end of September. And so my first spread in my Happy Planner was the last week of September and the first week of October. And it's been love ever since. So the Happy Planner is what sparked my love for it. The Happy Planner, I love everything about the Happy Planner. I think it's a really, really pretty planner. I think it's I love that every single planner is different from the line. All the insides and everything are different. You know what I wish the Happy Planner would do though? I wish they would do a build your own planner. I really do. I think that could be a good idea. Where you can choose, if you say you like a certain cover but you don't like the inserts on it, but you like the inserts on one and I like the cover, I think you should be able to switch those around. I think you should be able to build your own planner. They should do that. And another question is from the Happy Kitten on Instagram. How has planning helped with your anxiety? Oh my God. Tremendously. It has helped. Before, I thought I was this master remember of information. Oh my God, my eye. Of information. And, excuse me. And I would always find myself forgetting things, and that's how I knew I needed a planner. If I wasn't going to, if I didn't have a lot going on, because at the time I wasn't working or anything, when I got the planner, I thought if anything, if I just write down simple stuff that I need to do, as far as mopping the floor or doing the laundry, then it would help. And I didn't know how much it would help. Me writing things down, as much as I love planning, as much as I love using the washi tapes and the quotes and a little bit of stickers, the biggest thing is my anxiety. I have to write things down. Even if it weren't a planner, if it was just a notebook, just writing things down, it has really helped my anxiety, because when I get everything out that I need to do, I'm, okay. I feel a lot better. And getting things done makes me feel a lot better. It really calms my anxiety. And, before I started planning and getting into planning and writing things down, I tried to do all the stuff in one day. I don't do that anymore. Ever since I started using the Happy Planner, I no longer do huge tasks in one day. Maybe there's once a month where I go around the house and I do a really deep cleaning on every room. And I started this all in one day, and that's crazy. So now I will say, all right, we're gonna deep clean, the master bedroom, which is the room I'm in. Well, not the bath, but I'm in my bedroom. I'll say do this on Monday, and then Tuesday we're gonna deep clean the kitchen. And then, and that way when I break things up on different days, I can mentally prepare myself for it. And it makes sure I get things done a lot better. So with my anxiety, it has really, really, really helped with that. So yeah, that was a good question. This next question is from Connie_Luna09_, and it's CONNY_Luna09_. Are you a stay-at-home mom, or do you have a job? I just started a new job. I was a stay-at-home mom for 2 years. I've been a working / stay-at-home mom off and on for the past, I I've been working since the age of 18, 19. Yeah. So I haven't always been a stay-at-home mom, and I haven't always been a working mom. I've been off and on. From 2014, May 2014 until just recently, I was off of work and I was a stay-at-home mom. 2014, it was when right after I stopped working in 2014, it was right when I was diagnosed with anxiety, depression, and BPD. And so me trying to go out and find a job after being diagnosed wouldn't have worked. I think it would have really backfired. I probably wouldn't have had whatever job I would have went to go look for. And another thing, I wasn't motivated because I was trying to figure out how to, deal with the traits and everything that was going on. And so one reason why I was so diligent about working this time is because, when you're, as much as I love being a stay-at-home mom, I needed to get out the house. I needed to talk to other adults. Because as much as I love talking to my kids and interacting with them, as much as I love interacting and talking to my husband, these were the only people I was talking to on a daily basis. And so I really wanted to get out and talk to other adults and talk to different people. So with me starting my job, it alleviated that. And I really like my job. And now that I have my anxiety under control, I take medication for that. I am in a much better place to work. I was very anxious, doing my first day at work in 2 years since being diagnosed. But once I actually started working, all that went away. And ever since I've been working since then, it's been great. It's been fine. My anxiety has not been a problem. People have not been a problem, because that's the thing with anxiety. People can really give you anxiety. And so I've been really, really good. So, I'm working, and it's going to be kind of a struggle because I'm now working right at a time where I'm trying to get my kids ready for back to school. They start on the 17th on a Wednesday. So, I'm trying to balance my work schedule and balance their school schedule, and my job was very, very gracious to only have me work in like the late afternoons and evenings. So I get to take my daughters to school and pick them up, and I don't go to work till like maybe 3:30, 4, and then closing. And so I'm not have to working when they're at school. That way I'm there in the morning to get them. And so it's a balance, but it's a good balance. And a lot of jobs, I work in retail, and that's as much information as I'm going to give when it comes to my job. But retail is probably one of the jobs where it comes to, you can really get a job to work around your schedule because it's retail. And most retail places just really want somebody to close and work weekends. But it's a good balance. It's going to take a little bit of getting used to, especially when they go back to school, because as of now, it's easy. They're not in school, but once they start, it's going to be a balance. So yeah, long story short, I do work. So, last question is from, I can't say her name, but it's SRINITHY_RANGAN. She asked a couple of questions. When you were a kid, teenager, what were your interests and hobbies? And when you were in school, did you use a planner? And if so, what were your thoughts on planning and plans back then? Okay, first question. When you were a kid, teenager, what were your interests and hobbies? When I was a kid, teenager, my interests and hobbies were band. I was in band from the 3rd grade until I was a junior in high school. So that was my interest and hobbies. When you're in elementary school and junior high, band is not really a big deal. You play, and you play a couple of concerts and everything. And I played the clarinet, by the way. High school is when it got serious, because that's when you have band competitions and you have band trips. And I absolutely loved band. I had so many friends, and there are people I am still friends with because of band. And I was in high school, I'm 32. I was in high school, 15 years ago was when I graduated. And people I still talk to, and so that was my interest in school, band. But it was a lot of fun. To be called a band nerd was like, okay. And but being in band, it kept me out of trouble because I was always busy on the weekends. I was never out running around. But I didn't do it my senior year because I was busy having a boyfriend who is now my husband. And when you were in school, did you use a planner? I did have a planner when I was in high school. It was the planner that we got from the school. So it had my school name on there, and it had like your school schedule and your assignments and everything. It was nothing fancy. It was nothing that you can create your own or anything. And she said, what were your thoughts on planning planners then? My thoughts on planners, to me, it was just something to keep track of my work. You know, I didn't even use a planner like I do now. I didn't. I think I used it. We got one every year. And I think I used it maybe the first week or two, and then I just kind of said, F it. I didn't use it anymore. And my advice to anyone starting school, use your planner every day, all year round. Use your planner, because I think if I would have used a planner, I would have remembered schoolwork. I would remember homework. If you're a parent, get your child a planner. I got my daughter a planner, and I can tell you now, she's not one of these girls who's going to keep up with it. I'm going to have to help her keep up with it. So if that's what you have to do, do it. Because I can guarantee, you know, go through your child's backpack. I don't care if they're a junior, senior in high school. Go through their backpacks, see what they have. Tell them to write things down, because you can't be there when they're at school. But with my daughter, you know, when she gets her school schedule on the 17th, I'm going to get her backpack, I'm going to get her schedule, and I'm going to write it down in my planner. I'm also going to write it down in hers. And every single day I'm going to check her backpack, and I'm going to encourage her. I've already told her, when you're in class, take out your planner every single class and write down notes. That way because like I said in my planner video, my student planner video, you're not going to remember what you're supposed to do in first period by the time fifth period gets here. Especially if it's a homework assignment on a specific page that the teacher told you to read or study or whatever. You're going to get home and be like, I really don't even remember. So my advice is get your planner and write down in every single class and go that route. So yeah, back then, you know, if I can go back to my younger self, I would say take out your planner and write down your stuff. But you know, planners have changed now. There's so many more different options than there were back then, because planners are not new, you know. But planners are now so different, so colorful, and or plain if you like that. But yeah, planners have changed a lot, and I think a lot of people enjoy them now, you know. So yeah, you know, and teachers, I think the teachers have always used planners, but now when you have things like the teacher planning edition for the Happy Planner, it makes your work, your job, you know, a lot more fun. So yeah, that was my thoughts on planners, but that's my thoughts now. Use a planner when you're in school. So yeah, only a little bit of questions, but I talk forever. I'm already almost at 20 minutes. So yeah, if you have any more questions, leave them down below, and maybe I'll do another video talking about them. So this was fun. I enjoyed doing it, and I hope you all enjoyed it, and I will see you all next time. Bye.